Mic check 1 2. Right, we're good, we're working. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to another MX Bikes video. We are on some outdoors today. We are on a 252 stroke, more importantly, which is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And the track we are on today is Orchard Farms. This is created by Mr. Dr. PhD's, which I'm guessing is meant to be D's Nuts Garden. And I think this is the first track that he's uploaded onto MXB Mods. However, it's part of the 1-1 Racing series, which also had a Supercross series last round. So I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. But I did manage to do 1 or 2 of those Supercross tracks and really enjoyed them. They did ask me to keep doing more, but I just never ended up getting around to it, which I do apologise for. This outdoors track has quite a local crossy type vibe, which I think should be very, very fun. There's a good amount of rough to it as well. I'm not sure how well you can see, but they have gone very, very in-depth with all of the little ruts in some places. Now, there's one section in particular that caught my eye. My graphics are maxed out. I have not ridden laps on this track yet, so I have a feeling that this might be a game limitation from trying to do the ruts really narrow while turning. You'll see the ones that are in a straight line, they have no issue at all. But the ones on a corner, it's all sorts of triangulated. So I'm very interested to see how the tyres will handle that stuff, if I even take it, because I'll be honest, the inside right here looks like the superior line. But either way, we're going to spin some laps, hopefully have some fun, and it's nice to play a track that looks a little bit more on the chilled side. 40 gates, as you can see, this is a huge start gate. If you're starting all the way out here, you have got an absolute nightmare to come your way. But let's see how it goes. Now, if anybody remembers this bad boy right here, we have some good memories of this old 252 stroke. We do indeed. This was the bike that we somehow managed to get the dubski on around Washougal in Moto 1 against all of the fast boys. Typical Linz fashion though, I have forgot to turn shift help back on because I cannot quick shift on this thing, so I do need to change things up a bit. Right, we're back in the game here, so I can only guess that the track goes this direction. It feels like it goes this way. Having a look at the jump landings, the landings look very steep, so I have a feeling you're going to have to be pretty damn precise when you land some of these jumps. There is a very high chance that it takes me a couple of attempts to kind of get my bearings and learn exactly where I'm going around here, because this track, it did look very easy on the surface when I first downloaded it and from the screenshots. However, now I've got the wheels on the ground and I'm closer to the ground, I can see all of the ruts and bumps and everything. This is going to be a little bit more technical than I first anticipated. Now, I believe the 1-1 series go through my MXB, and having a look at the MXB mods post, there is a race on this track on the 2nd of September. I do not know what sort of level of riding it is. I don't know if it's amateur only or if there's multiple classes or if it's just open, for example. That I have not done any of them before. Now, I probably won't do them because, you know me, I don't really like doing races on tracks that have been out for a prolonged period of time. So this track would have been out for, what, 3-ish days by the time the race happens. So plenty of time for the sweats to be sitting and grinding and sweating it. So that's not a bit of me, and it might even be in like US time zone anyway, so then I'll have no idea. But if you are someone who maybe you either don't have the means of paying for the aerial tracks, or maybe you don't think there's much point because the competition's at too high of a level for you, then I would probably recommend giving the 1-1 series a go. Let's say they just finished a Supercross one. This is round 1 of the outdoors. I don't know how many outdoors tracks they're actually going to do, but I imagine it'll probably be like at least 10 or so. Maybe they'll do the same amount as they have in like the AMA series. Maybe they'll do 11, which I do wish there was still 12. It'd be nice to have an extra one. But you should be seeing this. Well, it goes live 8 AM UK time, which is like 9 AM for most of Europe, and then it'll be getting on to the evening for a lot of the US. Probably, I don't know actually. Maybe what is it? Would it be like maybe? Oh no, it'd be the opposite, wouldn't it? So it'd be backwards for you. So. You actually, for you, those of you that are seeing this, as soon as it goes live, go to bed. What are you doing? Stop scrolling TikTok, stop scrolling YouTube, go to bed, get some rest. That's Lindsay's advice of the day. Sleep is more important than watching videos. Maybe after you watch this one. Watch this one to the end, and then you can go and do whatever you want to do. But so far, this track is... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Survive. Oh, they do have collisions. Good job these put collisions there, otherwise I think there could be some line scumbaggery going on. But the track has some actually pretty damn good flow so far. Again, I don't know if Dr. PhD's has been releasing tracks under another alias up until now, and he's just got a new MXB Mods account that he started uploading tracks on, or if I guess in the one racing series is a team of people, not just one individual person. Maybe they've taken it in turns. Maybe one person was building supercross tracks, now one's building outdoors. They do watch these videos, so I'm sure they can give me a bit of an information dump down below. That'd be very much appreciated. But if this is a first track for him, then round of applause. Big W's. But those little skinny ruts that we've got going on up the face of the jumps is something that I wish we could get more of. Now, they are so small to the point where I'm really not feeling much of an effect at all. I am going up the face of the jumps pretty damn straight. I need to send this actually, don't I, so I can triple it. Yeah, yeet. Let's go. Overjumped it a little bit. No, that was still fairly clean. Get into a good rhythm afterwards. But it's everywhere. I'm not sure how well you can do it once YouTube compression's done the video quality dirty. But these skinny little narrow ones are all over the place, and I genuinely thought they would be giving me a lot more grief than they actually are. I thought my wheels would just be skipping over the top rather than actually getting settled into anything, especially on the long sweeper that's kind of left/behind me that we're going to be coming up to in a bit. So, genuinely, job well done. Give yourselves a pat on the back. I guess a good amount of testing must have gone into this, and definitely for this, I've done it again. Don't ride this one out this time. Like, literally, you could rewind exactly a lap, exactly the same thing as last time. I'm ever so sorry. It is difficult sometimes trying to learn a track at the same time as talking. So can we... The bike still tracks over that pretty damn good as well. And you saw how triangulated and, I guess, just rough and sketchy the bumps were when I flew around in the free-roam camera at the beginning. So they've done a pretty damn good job of testing this all out. And looks-wise, it doesn't look like a first track to me. Obviously, it has kind of like, you know, your wall of trees off into the distance, surrounding like the entirety of the map, so you don't just see into the edge of the void. But the on-track textures, and with the models dotted around with the banners, the SpongeBobs, the Acerbis markers, crowd, it looks like it's full of life. You know, it doesn't look completely empty. It's not like it's a private track or anything like that. It does feel like a good local cross track. Now, this track apparently Dr. PhD's built before, but way back in MXGP 2020. I'm guessing, I know there's track editors in the GP games. How deep they go, I actually have no idea. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played one of them. But he says he built this track way back when on there as well, with to begin with, and now he's just moved it over to MX bikes. That's quite cool. I always like seeing tracks come from one game to another and seeing how they ride. And apparently Wyndham covered his track way back when as well, so very, very cool. Now obviously I am no Wyndham, but I guess it's quite cool to have your tracks featured on more than one YouTube channel in the track's lifetime, I guess it is. You know, if I was a smart man, I would probably be sitting here actually practicing for Friday's aerial race at Ironman, rather than just riding around on a 252 stroke. But I really do enjoy the two strokes on this game. But yeah, if you are about Friday, usual aerial time, I don't know what time of day it would be, depending on what part of the world you're from, then by all means feel free to stop by and try and give me some support. I have an 18-point lead going into the last round at Ironman, and I believe so Tyler's in second right now, 18 points down. If he was to go 1-1, I think I would have to go 5-5, and I think I have more moto wins. So I think it would take it to a tiebreaker if he went 1-1 and I went 5-5. So I'm quietly confident. Unless the wheels absolutely fall off, then I should hopefully be able to get it done, which will be nice, because again, it's probably going to be one of the last championships where I have much of a real chance, you know. I think it's just been by luck this year that I've been in it the whole time. A lot of championships in the past, I've had to miss a couple rounds, and this championship, everything just kind of came together, you know, and I was able to do each and every round. Even what I thought were bad rounds still had some decent finishes. I think my worst round was probably round 1 at Parlour, where I got like a 5th and something else. I was over a minute behind off the lead. It was terrible. But yeah, slowly brought it all back throughout the season, so I'm very, very happy. Might not look it, because I'll be honest, there is only so much MX bikes racing you can take over the course of 1 year. But I believe we now have a little bit of time off once Ironman is done. I don't believe we're going straight into SMX like they do in real life. I think we've got a little bit of a break, whether it's a couple of months or whatever, I don't know. I believe we might even have... No, it might be just before Nations. Might be just before Nations. And yeah, Nations is going to be another exciting thing to look forwards to. I believe I've managed to finally persuade Cam to try and give 250s a go. So then, hopefully, ideal team, in my mind at least for Nations, would be myself and Tyler on 450s, and then maybe Cam on a 250. That's not trying to disrespect any of the other riders from Great Britain. That is just what I think the strongest team would be for us. And then, honestly, I think it could literally just be a case of UK versus USA. Because there's a lot of countries out there that have one or two really, really quick riders. But then there's a lot of them that are also missing that really quick third rider. So I've no idea how it's all going to unfold. But if there was a year for us to win it again, it would be this one, you know, because we're riding at Matterley. I'm guessing JV and Hell Machine and Stone Rider are making a brand new Matterley track for us all to ride, which should be very, very exciting. I don't know if I've played last year's GP at Matterley since the actual race itself, but I done well on it. I'm pretty sure I won, and I was riding a 250 class then for some reason as well. That only lasted for half the season. See, that's another exciting event to look forwards to. I have to be honest, boys. I'm after Friday, so after today when you're watching this, I am probably going to be playing the bare amount of MX bikes you have ever seen. I'll be hopping on for a video now and then, and that's about it. I am going to be grinding the absolute life out of the Black Ops 6 beta, because it comes out, I think it's out for an entire week. I think it is. That comes out tomorrow, which I'm incredibly annoyed, timing-wise, that I'm going to have to be sat there doing aerial rather than grinding the game already. But I'm excited for it. One of the zombie maps looks very good. The other one looks hella mid and boring. But the multiplayer looks quite fun. They've showed off the camos and things like that. And if any of you have been around the channel for any length of time, you know I do like getting the mastery camos on the Call of Duty games. I've done it the last 2 years. I think it was the last 2 years. I don't think it's 3 years. I think I gave up on one for that. I don't know. Either way, I'm excited for it. It'll be something different as well. It'll be something new for me to do, and I'm excited to just hopefully start having some fun with my video games again. Because I'll be honest, I don't know if anyone else has this. Do you ever scroll through like your Steam library and hover over a bunch of games? You're like, nah, and then you go to load one, and then you sit in the menu of the game, and then you're like, nah, not this one either. And there's nothing that's kind of scratching that itch right now for me. So yes, I'm first of all hoping that Black Ops 6 is going to be very enjoyable, but then also hoping that whatever the new OEM release is going to be like and when it's going to be, hoping it doesn't take that long. And then I'm hoping that it's different enough where I get to sit down and do a little bit of grinding and a little bit of learning the game again, because I think that'll be fun for me to do as well. So overall, track absolutely solid, looks good, rides good. I imagine it will race quite good as well. I don't think there's that many corners where there's one particularly OP line. And these little bits of rough and ruts in the corners, they do keep you on your toes as well. It makes the track just a little bit more difficult than just being wide open everywhere. And maybe, if you are a bit better than me, you won't be overjumping that one jump there and crashing in this one corner 5 out of the 6 laps that you've attempted it. So, to the 1-1 team, very, very good start. Like, this is a way that you get people excited for your season by the first track being a bit of a banger. Very, very fun. Can definitely see this being on some public lobbies as well, especially since it's a free track also. All of the 1-1 tracks, I believe, have been completely free up until this point. And a very, very good track for the 2-strokes. The 252 stroke seems to have a really good job around here. I was originally going to ride the 125, but I'm glad I didn't, because some of the jumps are a little bit on the bigger side, so you might end up stretching it out a fair bit. So good job all round, and keep up the good work. I look forward to seeing what other tracks you release for us for the outdoors version of the 1-1 series. To all of you watching this video, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please do drop a like. It's very much appreciated in pushing the video out to more and more people that might not have seen them before. And if you like what you see here and you want to see some more of it, then by all means feel free to subscribe. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you're up to, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.
Lynn's in the zone, never backing down. Riding MX bikes, he's the talk of the town. 2022 champ with the YouTube crown. His game is tight, no signs of slowing down. Late nights, bright lights, he's chasing that fame in the digital arena. Writing his name, she's a 10 out of 10. Supporting his lane, hairline might receive, but his passion's the same.